Welcome back to the Daily Bitcoin 5. 5 stories every day that matter to Bitcoin. Today, on the Bitcoin 5, Trump pushes Congress to pass Bitcoin Clarity Act. Let's go. Before the stories, the Bitcoin price check. Current price, about $62,700. Bitcoin continues its multi-month consolidation, down 15.2% from its March peak of about $73,900 4 months ago. The more recent moves show modest declines of 2.6% over the past 4 days and 4.8% over the past month, suggesting prices have stabilized in the low $60,000 range. Story 5. President Trump declared the United States would reinstate a full blockade on Iran and serve as the guardian of the Hormuz Strait, escalating geopolitical tensions in a region critical to global oil flows. The Strait of Hormuz is a strategic choke point through which roughly 21% of global petroleum passes. This announcement carries significant implications for energy markets and global trade stability. Heightened tensions in the region typically drive oil prices higher and increase market volatility, conditions that historically have benefited Bitcoin as investors seek non-correlated assets and hedges against geopolitical risk. Story 4. Strive adds 18 Bitcoin, now holds $1.27 billion. The purchase represents a continuation of Strive's corporate treasury strategy of converting cash reserves into Bitcoin. While the 18 Bitcoin purchase is relatively modest compared to Strategy's typical acquisitions, it demonstrates the growing normalization of corporate Bitcoin treasuries across different company sizes. Strive joins the expanding roster of public companies adopting Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset, validating the playbook that Strategy pioneered. The immediate context is this. While the 18 BTC purchase is relatively modest compared to Strategy's typical acquisitions, it demonstrates the growing normalization of corporate Bitcoin treasuries across different company sizes. Story 3. Strategy launches Bitcoin Bank Adoption Index. The index provides a quantifiable measure of institutional banking engagement with Bitcoin, tracking which major financial institutions have integrated Bitcoin services into their operations. While 32% represents meaningful progress from just a few years ago when institutional Bitcoin adoption was virtually non-existent, the data underscores how early we remain in the adoption curve. The fact that more than 2/3 of major banks still haven't adopted Bitcoin suggests substantial upside potential as regulatory clarity improves, and more institutions feel pressure to offer Bitcoin services to customers. Story 2. Strategy expands USD Reserve by $450 million. Michael Saylor's Strategy announced a significant $450 million increase to its USD Reserve, bringing total cash holdings to $3 billion as of July 12th. The company maintains 843,775 Bitcoin in its Bitcoin reserves while building what it calls a dedicated USD reserve to create a stronger foundation for digital credit. This strategic shift represents Strategy's evolution beyond pure Bitcoin accumulation into a dual treasury model. The substantial cash position provides ammunition for future Bitcoin purchases during potential dips and serves as collateral for the company's expanding digital credit operations. Story 1. President Trump publicly urged the US Senate to pass the Clarity Act, marking a significant executive branch endorsement of Bitcoin-friendly legislation. White House Executive Director Patrick Witt reinforced the urgency, stating, "We cannot afford to delay any longer," in comments about the regulatory framework. The Clarity Act has emerged as a key piece of legislation aimed at establishing clear regulatory guidelines for digital assets. That's today's Bitcoin 5. Let me know your favourite story from today in the comments below and subscribe now so tomorrow's update lands directly in your feed. I'll see you tomorrow.